The moment I was born, my parents had already put a price on everything. But after the apocalypse, gasoline, a goodnight hug from mom, 1 yuan, dad spinning me around for 3 minutes, 5 yuan. I kept careful track of every single one and paid them back, coin by coin, from my little bear coin purse. Dad called it going Dutch, said it was to build my independence and teach me not to freeload. I had no friends, because I had no idea how to pay for that. The thing I feared most wasn't monsters in the dark. It was Dad looking at the ledger and saying, "Xiaozhou, you've gone over budget on affection today." So I saved up as hard as I could, hoping to buy more and more love. Until one day, a stranger handed me a piece of candy with a shiny wrapper. He said, "It's free, just walk with me for a bit." Teacher Wang gave me a little red flower sticker as a reward. It was so shiny, stuck on the back of my hand it looked just like a star. Every other kid held theirs up to show their moms, not me. I carefully peeled it off and tucked it into my pocket. The whole way home, my little hand stayed pressed against that pocket. Dad taught me, everything has to be appraised first. Then it could be applied as a credit toward my education expenses. How much was it worth? 1 yuan? 2? I was nervous. Too high and Dad would call me dishonest. Too low and I'd feel like I let my teacher down. When I got home, Mom was mopping the floor. I ran over, dug around in my worn-out little bear coin purse, pulled out 1 coin and held it out to her. "Mom, I want to buy a hug." I said it quietly. Mom's eyes flickered for a second. Something was in there, but it faded just as fast. She straightened up, opened her arms, and I leaned in. 1 second, 2 seconds. She let go, took the coin, and dropped it into a glass jar on the kitchen windowsill. There was already a thin layer of coins at the bottom. Dad, Lu Heng, was sitting on the couch. He glanced up, then looked back down and tapped at his phone. "So what did you gain at school today?" I nervously pulled the little red flower sticker out of my pocket and held it out. He took it without a word of praise, then pulled out his phone, snapped a photo of it, and uploaded it. Caption: Education ROI, non-monetary asset number 1. Estimated value, 2 yuan, to be applied toward partial education expenses. I felt a wave of relief. Good, my estimate was close. Just then, the doorbell rang. Mom went to answer it. Standing there was my Aunt Anzhao and my cousin Zhou Zixu. Auntie scooped me right off the ground and gave me a big kiss on the cheek. "My sweet baby, Auntie missed you so much." I froze. Her hug was so warm. Not as quick as Mom's, and not like Dad's where everything gets silently logged in his head. But, this hug was going to cost too much. "Mom, how much do I owe Auntie for the hug?" "I don't have enough money. Can I put it on a tab?" The smile disappeared from Auntie's face. She stared at me in disbelief, then looked over at my mom and dad. My cousin Zhou Zixu, 1 year older than me, had no clue what was going on. He ran over and shoved an Ultraman toy into my hands. "Here, little bro, this is for you." I stumbled backwards in a panic and clutched my little bear coin purse tight to my chest. "I can't just take this for free." Auntie finally snapped. She pointed at my parents, her hand shaking. "Lu Heng, and you, look at what you've done! Are you out of your minds? You're turning a child into a monster! This is a home, not a company!" Dad adjusted his glasses and spoke calmly. "Anzhao, you don't understand. This is our progressive parenting philosophy. It builds independence, teaches him not to take advantage of people, and gives him a competitive edge in society." Independence? Competitive edge? He's 4. He needs unconditional love and not some transactional BS. Mom tugged on Auntie's arm and quietly tried to calm her down. Okay. And Zhao, we have our own way of doing things. Just stay out of it." Auntie looked at Mom with pure disappointment. The fight ended with everyone bitter. She was leaving in tears, but before she walked out, she crouched down and quietly slipped me a piece of candy. The wrapper was so shiny it was the prettiest thing I'd ever seen. She lowered her voice and spoke to me slowly, 1 word at a time. "Listen to me, Xiaozhou. What Auntie gives you is love, and love doesn't cost a thing." I held that candy tight and sank into total confusion. Love doesn't cost anything? In the middle of the night, I came down with a fever, hot 1 second, freezing the next. I felt awful. I wanted to call out for Mom, but I couldn't bring myself to. I quietly opened my little bear coin purse. All that was left was 2 coins and a few handmade family coupons I'd drawn myself. I was sick. Mom's care would cost money, and nighttime service had to be even more expensive. I didn't have enough. I couldn't afford it, and I was terrified of running a debt. Dad always said, "Debt is shameful." So I pulled the blanket tight around myself and held onto that candy Auntie gave me. It was the only thing that was free. I just held on and waited for morning. The next morning, Mom came to wake me up. The second she touched my forehead, she let out a cry. Her hand was cool against my forehead. It felt good. But Dad's first move was to pull out his phone and open that budgeting app. Estimated meds, 80 yuan. My errand fee at minimum wage, 20 yuan. Total, 100 yuan. "And you, transfer 50 yuan to the Family Emergency Medical Fund first." "Lu Heng, just go get the medicine, he's burning up." Mom's voice cracked with tears, but Dad didn't budge. "Rules are rules." They started fighting in the doorway. Words like cost, payment, and unfair came cutting right through the door. It was my fault. Getting sick cost too much. I put the family in the red. I was the problem. I climbed out of bed and ran to them barefoot. I pushed my little bear coin purse into Mom's hands. Everything inside it, every last coin. And that candy from Auntie I'd never been able to bring myself to eat. "Mom, here, take it all back. Please stop fighting." I promise I won't get sick anymore. Click below to watch the full series, The General's Campaign.